welcome February. Welcome back to another episode of Beyond Dressing Well. And we work really hard to make everyday style easy. So one of the things I noticed that is happening is that I upgraded my Facebook today. And I think that's why you guys are coming in. I can see your names bigger. So I had not updated my Facebook app in a while. And boy, what a difference. So I think that may have been the problem. But I'm thrilled to be back. Put in the chat if you were inspired to get in your closet and do some organizing last week after last week's program. January was Get Organized month, and we wanted to give you a really good program on that. We got a lot of great feedback that people got into their closets and really got things organized. It's going to be very frigid here this weekend, those of you in New England, so it's another great weekend to get in your closet and tidy things up. So we have another great program for you. As you know, at the top of the month, we always do a show on our newest blog, and we posted our new blog today, and it's Welcome February, 5 tips to lighten up your wardrobe as we sail through the rest of winter. I always call February the longest, shortest month of the year. We all want to rush towards spring, but we're kind of in the messy middle of winter. But if you can add some color, I got dressed up for you guys tonight. If you can add some color and interesting details and really brighten up your wardrobe, I promise you that you can have a little bit of a lighter step, and your psyche can also be elevated. So our program tonight is going to be covering those 5 trends that we featured in the blog. And if you have not seen the blog yet, hello Deb, hello, my mom is watching. My mom was here last night. Her heat was out, so she stayed with us last night. I'm glad your heat's back on, Mom. And of course, hello Sarah. Sarah, pop into the chat the link to the blog. We are so proud of our blogs, and Sarah does an amazing job sourcing the photos for the blog, and I think today's is one of the more beautiful ones we've had, primarily because there's just so much darn color in it. It looks like the Skittle factory exploded around here with all the props and the show and tell that I'm going to show you. But tonight's primary program will be on the blog. But a couple of announcements, a couple of catch-ups before we do that. So since I last saw you, last weekend, it was just gorgeous here in the Northeast, and I was in Boston, and I did some really fun posts on my coats. A lot of you guys like those, so I've got a couple of those to show you tonight. For me, if you've been on this show for a while, you know that I am a big fan of outerwear, and I feel that outerwear is often overlooked. But to get through, one of my techniques and one of my secret weapons is definitely my outerwear, so I'll be sharing some of that with you. And then I was in Boston on Friday night with my good friend Dan Keating. We went to dinner in the North End, super fun. And then Saturday, it was still warm. I took my Susie Q down to Needham Center. She had to have her hair appointment and her nail appointment. Anybody out there put in the chat, I always say to my husband, when the dog's grooming bill gets more than mine, we're in trouble. And she ran right up against that boundary over the weekend. But the picture that I took in Needham Center, which I'll show you that coat, was just the most beautiful day. And those of you that saw the post, I was in Needham, and a woman that I just bumped right into had the same coat as me, which was so funny. I actually saw that coat 2 more times in my travels that day, so we'll get that up for you. And then Sunday I was outside with Susie, and it was still pretty warm. And then Monday I spent the day with the amazing Hank Philippi Ryan. She has been a fan favorite. We're going to have her back on the show, and I have an early copy of her brand new book. Sales start on Tuesday. So this one is called The House Guest. I went through it a little bit last night. It looks really exciting. And I helped Hank get ready for her first in-person book tour since 2020. She was one of the last folks that I saw before the world shut down, and it was such a joy to play with her amazing clothes. And so many of the outfits we put together for her, we needed them to, she had a hot pink jacket, and I said it's gonna contrast with your name on the book title. So we put the hot pink jacket away and we did a whole wardrobe for her. But this is her 14th book. She is amazing. So if you like a good mystery, please support our good friend Hank. We're going to have her back on in a couple weeks. And her big book launch party is next Tuesday night at Brooksmith and Brookline, or Booksmith in Brookline. And then, of course, she did not have the perfect coat to go on her. She's going all over the country, and we dressed her as, again, I practice what I preach. You know, she's got beautiful clothes to wear to each of the book signings, but she's wearing her black pull-on pants, her cool sneakers, a just simple black sweater. You know Hank, she loves black. She has the most amazing scarves you've ever seen, and she didn't have the perfect little coat. So off to the Chestnut Hill Mall I went, and I told her I was going to drop it off at her house. I said, oh, she's leaving next Wednesday. I said, I'll get it to you. But I went all over the Chestnut Hill Mall, high end, low end, and this coat, $99 at Uniqlo. So it's just a short, cropped, black trench. Why black? She's going to be traveling. It could be raining. It could be sunny. She could do, if it's really cold, she can put a scarf. But I was just cracking up. And I said, Hank, I'm going to share the coat, drop it off to you this weekend, and also celebrate and bless the coat for Hank as she goes on her 14th book tour. She's amazing. She just wrote her 15th book and sent it to the publisher last week. So there you have it. That's one thing I wanted to share with you. And then the other thing I wanted to share with you is I do practice what I preach, and I went through my husband's wardrobe over the Christmas break and really went through, he hadn't updated. And when I was at Uniqlo, I bought him a whole new workout wardrobe. So fun. And I just wanted to share that with you because he's back to the gym after taking a little bit of time off. And I just have seen him leaving here with his new clothes on, feeling great, even though he wouldn't admit that. It does matter. And just having a couple, I got him 5 pieces. I got him some really fresh sweatpants, 2 really cool short sleeve t-shirts with some wicking, a really nice little sweat jacket, and what else did I get him? Oh, and then I got him a 3-button kind of little Henley that looked really nice and fresh. So wanted to share that with all of you guys. And the only other thing is today is February 1. On April 1, the 18th Belle of the Ball is taking place, and I spent a few hours yesterday with my pals over at Caring Partners, Anton's Cleaners, Enterprise Brink, Jordan's Furniture. We're all represented on that board, and this event is going to be spectacular. We're going to have Arthur back on again. He is a fan favorite as well, and we are looking for some more volunteers. So if you would like to volunteer for that event, it is magnificent. DM Sarah, DM me, get on our calendars. We'd love to share some more information. So those, I think, are my updates. We do not have a cheat sheet tonight. We are using the blog. So if you don't already have the blog, definitely go to the website and you too can get a copy of that. I see Sarah saying that somebody can't hear me. I hope you guys can hear me. Let me just put this up. Put in the chat. Let Sarah know if you can't. Karen, I'm sorry you can't hear me. I think everybody else can. So when I decided on this blog for February, you guys know how I do it. I carry my notebook around. I always have you guys in mind. And I thought February, winter doldrums, adding color, adding a little bit of visual interest, and I got to work. So the first item, number 1 in our blog and on our program tonight, is of course bright colors like my Cobalt sweater. Sarah's going to share the links. We're so happy. Hello, Hello, Lori. So great to see you. This cobalt blue sweater, Sarah's going to share the links. And by the way, we're so excited to have the personal shopping link service available to you. Sarah and I have wanted to do that for a long time. And our new colleague, Leah Cannon, has just gotten that done big for us. So thank you so much, Leah. And thank you, Sarah, for working so hard with Leah to make that happen. But everything I'm going to show you tonight, Sarah's going to put links. So I went to the Chestnut Hill Mall Saturday as well with an open mind, open heart, and I walked in and I said, I am going to nail tip number 1, which is, of course, a shot of bold color adds a really great vibe to your winter wardrobe. But tip number 1 is pairing contrasting colors. So I landed on the blue, and then I saw this scarf in the window of Ann Taylor. Ann Taylor has great stuff right now, and I just love this scarf. I love it for a lot of reasons. First of all, the blue shirt that I found at Bloomingdale's, this brand is Hobbs, which is a London-based brand. I've done a lot with Hobbs over the year. A lot of people don't know about it, but it's a great high-quality brand. The blue matched the scarf better than the blue that they had at Ann Taylor. Go figure. The pants I bought at Ann Taylor matched it, but the tops there didn't. So just because you're in the same store doesn't automatically always mean that you're going to get the whole outfit there. So this was the scarf. It was $59. I still have the tag on, but I thought so pretty. And another reason why I love it is it has black in it. So if you're somebody that just likes to get your life done with black jeans, black pants, putting a pop of color on top, and then having a scarf like this, and of course the black connects to black pants, black outerwear, if that's all you have, black boots. But I thought this was just an amazing find. And it's got the spring floral, so it goes right into spring nicely. And if you're going to a wedding or a shower, and you've got a little black dress, and you really just want something to cover your arms, I just think this is dynamite. So that's tip number 1, is think about pairing contrasting colors. Look in your wardrobe, see what you have. And a couple of the things that I also grabbed, these were all, again, at Ann Taylor. These pants I thought were fabulous. These are a petite. I didn't try them on when I was there, and I'm really not a petite. I got home, and they really don't fit me. I'm really definitely probably the same size, but in a regular. But I thought those were so sharp, and you can see how you can kind of get a monochromatic base. They did have a turtleneck and a shell in the same color, and they even had I bought the belt, I don't know what I did with it. They had a belt too. So what I liked about this, that if I wanted to wear it with this blue that's a little different, if I put the belt on with it, it doesn't really matter. But I actually like this scarf better with the shirt that I have on than the one that they were showing. Then this green is everywhere, every store. I saw this at Uniqlo. I saw this in Bloomingdale's. I saw it at Talbot's. I saw it at Ann Taylor. They were showing a lot of this. And of course I came home. I was playing around with it. And I found my white booties that I haven't had on a while. But I thought, how sharp the white booties this time of year with a colored pant. And again, you could go all monochromatic. You could do a black leather bomber. You could do a white shirt. You could do so much. But I just love those. So that was, my first tip. And I'll keep going with the color, because it's so cool. But even if, I've had this in my wardrobe for a while, you guys have seen this if you've been on the show, but this is just, the yellow with the green and the blue. Have some fun with your winter wardrobe. You don't have to add that many pieces. And again, when you have a unifier like the scarf, you can do a black coat, black boots, black pants. You don't have to add that much. Then I was over at the Gap, because my husband and I are working out together a little bit. And I just loved this little quarter zip. And it's got fleece lining. So if you're somebody that is looking to hit the gym, and I always say, if you know you've got the clothing, have your clothing serve you, have it complement your lifestyle. And then these little pants are from Lululemon, and they just go great. Sarah's gonna put in the chat these links, and Leah found a really cute pair of sneakers. I just didn't have time to go out. But if you are interested, again, if you're working out, want to work out, want to meet friends for walking, want to add some color, I thought that was a beautiful way to do it to that area of your wardrobe. And then the oldest trick in the book is if you do have some dark outerwear, and who doesn't? This is a J. Crew wool coat. It's a couple years old, but I'm sure you guys have dark neutrals, black. Look at what happens when you put this fresh pashmina with it. It's just beautiful. So a pop of color with your dark outerwear is another way to get that bright, freshening mode into your wardrobe this time of year. All right, so that's what I'm going to share about that. And because it's Valentine's Day coming up, February is the month of love. If January is the month of organization, February is the month of love. This was another combination. I picked this up. This is not a great color on me, and the shape of this, I put it on and I really liked it because it's so slouchy. My husband's like, that's not doing you any favors. But I actually played around with it and put a white shirt with it, and the white shirt kind of filled in the neck. But for Valentine's Day, I love red and pink as well. So number one, pair contrasting colors together and have a really good time. Hello, Deborah Martin. Number two, brown really is the new black. You've heard me say this for a while now, and this is the coat that I had on Saturday that I love. The one that I was twinning in. Sarah will put the link in the chat. I don't mind if you steal my coat, but I saw so many people wearing this coat, and this was so inexpensive. You can wear this with sneakers, with boots. It's going to be freezing this weekend. This is so warm. It's faux leather, but you know, all of us wore the black Parkers for so long, and I still have some of mine. I have a really long, big black down comforter. It feels like a comforter, and it just feels a little dark right now. So I had so much fun wearing this. I was actually hot in it, and of course with my Susie, who I spent Saturday with, her dog hair doesn't get on this, so that's another plus. So I wore it with a navy blue oversized turtleneck, skinny jeans, because I always wear skinny jeans, and these brown boots. Again, the number two is brown is the new black. Okay, we're back. I'm so sorry. I have so much stuff all over my office here. My husband's not home. Wish I could blame it on Susie, but she's not even around. I completely tripped on the cord for the light. Sorry about that. So I hope that you can see me. Sarah, am I back on? I see one person popping in. So that's what I'll say about brown being the new black. And a lot of times if I'm working with someone, hello, Janet, thank you for joining us. And I'll wait for a couple more people to come back on. I am so sorry. I see 3 of you joining. I see Diane again. Hi, Diane. It was great to connect with you today. I see another person joining. I don't know if Sarah's back on. Oh my goodness. Hello, Linda Burke. Hello, Carol Friedman. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that. And there's Lisa again. Lisa never lets me down. But back to the program. You can always watch the replay. If I'm working with somebody, I can often do a brown belt, brown shoe, brown jacket, and whatever they have on, whether it's black, whether it's gray, whether it's navy, it's jeans, the whole look can be freshened up. And I also have these soft, warm, brown jeggings that I wear a lot as well, that kind of look fresh and new. And you know, before I was always in kind of black jegging. So number 2 is brown is the new black. Use it to lighten up your mid-winter wardrobe. Hello, Katie Harder. Welcome back. Number 3 is sheepish accents. So whether it is shearling or Sherper is faux, shearling is real. You can, if you're kind of getting bored, hello Carol Friedman, if you're kind of getting bored with all of your dark outerwear and boots, if you have a few things that have this white, this is Sherpa, this is fake, Sherper's fake, shearling's real, they can really also brighten up your wardrobe. So I'm gonna do one of our dressing well videos. I hope that I see Sarah popping in. Oh, Sarah, I think Sarah's back on. Hello, Priscilla Fawcett. I'm going to do one of our 3-minute videos over on Instagram. If you're not following us on Instagram, please do. It's Dressing Well Boston. We brought back our 3-minute videos at the beginning of the year, and I'm going to do a whole video on lightening your accessories with Sherper. So you'll have to wait for some of that show and tell for a few weeks. Number 4 is put a collar on it. So one of my techniques or tricks, this again, this whole program is looking at your wardrobe a little differently, saying, how can I wear it now through, really here in New England, it's through March, April, it's still chilly. How can I brighten it up while still keeping warm and sail through the rest of winter? So a lot of times I will look at somebody's wardrobe, and if they have a black cape, if they have some dark sweaters, I will oftentimes pop a white shirt underneath just to, especially on Zoom, you get a nice little lift. Then you can add something like pearls to it. Sarah did a great job in the blog, in that blog on our website. Sarah will put the link. There are some really great looks with the white collar. Those of you who that's too fussy, a lot of times when you have got kind of a full bust and it's hard to button, a lot of sweaters today have the collar sewn in so it looks like a shirt underneath. And then a lot of time, hello Jean, I'm glad you found me again. And then you can leave, a lot of them have a hem sewn in the bottom. So that was my 4th tip when I'm thinking about how do I do it when I'm with somebody. I'm doing everything I'm sharing with you. I add strong pops of color, and then I love surprising people by, combining 2. I love using brown. For those of you that are just joining us again, I was sharing that a brown belt and a brown boot worn with black, with gray, with navy, with off-white can give your whole winter wardrobe a new vibe. The sheepish accents, those of you that missed, are like Sherpa on a pair of boots, on a jacket, on a vest, on a belt, on a bag, that, you know what I mean? It just lightens it up. And then putting a collar on it, I just have so much fun. And I think the stylists on our team would also agree that this is how you can really refresh some of the darker sweaters. This just happens to be, this is one of my old ponchos. I love a poncho. And do you see how it's distressed? I wear it in the summer. It's cotton, so I wear it all year round. And when I was fooling around for the video, I put this on, and I can't wait to wear it because I think it looks cool. And then, of course, pearls can really add that light touch as well. And then our last one is nothing really new, but how can you do a show on how to brighten up a winter wardrobe without including it, but black and white with a pop of color. So I just grabbed this necklace, a red necklace. Even that whole thing looks kind of cool together. But Valentine's Day, again, black and white with a pop of red might be how you celebrate. And what else do I got? Oh, this is just another. I was looking for red in my closet. I have had these black and white pants forever. I love them. I love it with this black jacket. I wear these pants because they're cropped with high heels, flats. I can even do them with these white booties that I showed you earlier. So black and white with a shot of color. And what I wanted to share is these kind of strong colors. Like, look at my coat for Hank. I'll put it on. These strong colors with the black and white make it fresh. I think this is much more modern. Hank has got a cup. Hank is very tall, but I think it's much more modern than, you know, just the red. So there's Hank's coat. I'm gonna get that to her this weekend. Hi, Hank, if you're watching. She's probably writing. But it's got a really cute belt. Again, that was Uniqlo. And those are my show and tell. I think it's 7:30. I know Sarah has to go pick up her son. I told her we would go right to 7:30. I'm sorry about all the tech problems. We will have the amazing Leah splice this and make it into one. But that is my program tonight. I did have, what else did I have for you guys? Oh, I had a few more things. So this, when I was at the Gap to get that really cool little quarter zip, you know, I saw this cotton yellow sweater. And if you're somebody that runs really warm, even though it's going to be -10 here on Saturday, you know, a cotton sweater this time of year, and put the white shirt under that. And I love lilac and yellow. This is more of a March look, but what makes this work so nicely is the cottons connect. So this is a cotton sweater, cotton hat. Again, if you're really looking for that fresh pop of color as we get through the next couple of weeks, months really here in New England. It won't warm up for probably 2 more months. That's how you do it. So I hope 1, 2, maybe all 5 of these tips resonated with you. It's always my goal to motivate you to get in that closet, look at what you have. I also wanted to give a little shout out to my friend Janine Girard. She made these, I bought these at Christmas time for me when I visited her shop. Sarah can put that link in the chat over in Holliston. These are a shout out to you, Janine. You gave those to me when I was over there, and I just love them. They're so light, they're leather. But see what you have. I kind of, when I said, oh, I'm going to do the blue and the green, I was like, I got the green earrings. So throw it all out, mix it up, have some fun, and do not let the winter doldrums get to you. Use your clothes to keep your psyche and your spirit high, and that is the way to put a little brightness in your step and your attitude as we get through February. So happy February, everyone. Next week, we are going to do a replay of our very popular Valentine's Day show from last year. I think it was our 3rd or 4th highest rated show last year. It's awesome. I don't think I could do it any better. So we'll replay that. I am going to be at the Needham Chamber of Commerce is having their annual meeting next Wednesday night. So I'd like to go to that, and it's at the exact same time. But Leah and Sarah will get that replay up, and we'll go from there. So have a great rest of the night Wednesday. If you're here in New England, bundle up this weekend, and we'll see you again in 2 weeks with a brand new program of Beyond Dressing Well. Okay, everyone. See you later. Bye-bye.